Simplicity is about subtracting the obvious and adding the meaningful. One of my favorite quotes. Regularly on this channel, I like to highlight and talk about Shopify brands. So basically e-commerce brands that I find super interesting and I know that people will get a lot of inspiration from, a lot of ideas from. Now, if you've ever wanted to start a business in the past, Shopify is the place to do it. Of course, e-commerce is completely booming. Traditional storefronts are becoming obsolete. Malls are going out of business and people are shopping online more than ever before. And in this video, what I want to do is do a Shopify case study on basically my new favorite Shopify store. And you'll see why in a minute. But what we're gonna do is analyze the store. We're gonna go through the website, take a look at some design inspiration, as well as some ideas for potential products to launch. And then we're gonna look at the ads and the social media pages and just basically how they're actually driving people to their store, because obviously you can create a website very easily. You don't have to pay rent and rent out a retail location, but you do still need to get people to go to your store if you actually want anybody to buy anything, right? Shopify doesn't just automatically provide traffic for you. So with that being said, I don't want to waste any of your time, so let's just hop right into my computer and take a look. All right, everybody, we're in my computer right now, and this is the store. So welcome to infiniteobjects.com. Now, of course, I'm not affiliated with this store. This is not my store. I wish it was my store. Just kidding. But it is a really cool store. And like I said, personally, perhaps one of my new favorites. So what the store sells is basically art that moves. So they make portraits, right? So they sell portraits of digital art or digitalized moments. And I totally love that. So this is perfect with the NFT boom. So I don't know if you know about NFTs, non-fungible tokens, but it's basically the new way to sell art, right? It runs on the Ethereum network. It gives your art a code of authenticity that is unique to your piece. Nobody can replicate it. Yes, you could replicate it and like save an image on your computer of a particular art piece, but that file is not the original, and that's what people pay money for, the original. A good way to think about it is basically having like an original Picasso painting versus just having a replica on your wall. Yes, they both may look the same, but only one of them is truly worth a lot of money and the other one isn't, because it's not authentic. So right away, the thing that stands out the most to me is the fonts that they use. I really love this font. It reminds me of a Horizon font. I've used that font before on like hoodies that I've made, and I really love it. I think it looks really cool. I'm not exactly sure if that's the font, but it looks like it. And again, this store is positioned perfectly in a time when cryptocurrency is starting to pop off again. NFTs are starting to pop off. And surprisingly, they're not driving as much traffic as you may think. I mean, if we take a look at their traffic distribution through a tool called SimilarWeb, which is completely free, so anybody can use this tool on Google Chrome, we can see that they're driving about 83,000 monthly visitors. So they're not, making millions of dollars right now every single month, but I'm sure that they've reached the $1 million threshold in terms of revenue. But the thing that's really cool is that it seems as though most of their traffic is driven organically. So, it says up here that 97% of their traffic is organic, but this only accounts for Google search. So that's why it says that. But look at this. So 30% of the traffic that they're driving right now is through YouTube, 20% of it is through Twitter, and then the rest is through your traditional means of driving traffic like Facebook and Instagram. Those are the two best paid platforms. But then you got Pinterest as well, which is pretty cool. So that's interesting. I think it makes sense because Twitter, for example, is where a lot of NFT artists like to communicate, and Instagram too. But I see Twitter as being like the place where people are on the cutting edge of technology a lot of times. And that's kind of what this store is. I mean, I don't think this is extremely innovative technology, but it is innovative in the sense that it's taking something, an idea that is very trending and popular, and adding a traditional aspect to it. So of course, this kind of defeats the purpose of digital art as like, this is a physical frame, but it blends both of the worlds together, the digital art world and the physical art world. So it's kind of a cool clash of concepts, and that's why I love it so much. I'm a big art fan. I've bought an NFT before. I even want to make NFTs in the future through my page in my head. So let's take a look at some of their products and we'll see exactly what's going on here. So I'll find one that I really like and then we'll talk about it. So like, this is pretty funny. Bouncing DVD. This is just like such a classic thing, and they're selling this exact digital print for $119, so like pretty significant price. And they have different frames that you can choose. You can even do a bamboo one. That's kind of cool. And as far as their website design goes, clearly you can see that they're extremely simple, and this is what I've been saying so much lately, that I really admire brands that keep it simple, because that's what I like. I mean, I love simple things. I think there's a lot of beauty in simplicity, and I think if you can take away things while still maintaining the idea, that's pretty awesome. Clearly they've done that. So let's see what happens when we go to print your own. I think they have like their own little integration here so that you can actually start creating your art and upload it, which makes sense. I'm sure this is probably where they're spending most of their efforts, as opposed to creating the most amazing landing pages. So let's see, I put up a video that I made a little bit ago. It's kind of like a little inspirational video, a little bit. I made it last week, and let's see, I can buy this for $150. That's not that bad, honestly. I mean, it is expensive, but like once I actually have NFTs that I want to display, I would totally buy stuff from this site. And I'm curious to know how many competitors there are, because this is a really good idea. I think this is perfect. And honestly, I want to make more videos about NFTs and crypto, because that space is really intriguing to me. Now, the last thing we'll do here on the website is sort of read how they got started a little bit, and then I want to take a look at their ads. So let's see. Thanks for checking out Infinite Objects. We have a radical vision. We believe that moving images should be appreciated the same way posters, prints, and photographs have been for decades, not just trapped in our phones and laptops, in our camera roll, or on YouTube. So we've created a new way to live with video. Our product is a permanently treated display, what we call a video print. No apps, no fuzzy configuration, just one video looping forever. You're not buying a gadget, you're collecting a moving image. Infinite Objects hold up to 24 hours of video playing in a perpetual loop, delivering the exact experience as art prints or photographs in a beautiful 5-inch or 7-inch display, framed in modern acrylic or sustainably sourced bamboo. They misspelled sustainably sourced, but you know what? That's kind of cool. We're working to find novel and compelling ways to elevate video, whether it be new media art, popular culture, or your own personal content, and defining a new way to buy, own, sell, and experience moving images. Infinite Objects are permanent physical expressions for all digital video. We hope you find something beautiful for your home, moving images that may move you. Come back soon, as we're always updating our video print collection. Infinitely yours, the IO team. Damn, that was pretty fire. I really wonder how they started this though. And this makes me wonder whether in the future there'll be like a print-on-demand service, but for these types of video prints. Super interesting stuff. I'm honestly very intrigued by this. But let's take a look here. Clearly they're doing a lot on Twitter. A lot of their traffic is coming from Twitter, so I can see that they're, retweeting people left and right, and you can see so much user generated content here on Twitter from them. And it's basically all NFT artists that are, just kind of hyped on the product, which I can totally understand. And then on Instagram, it's kind of a similar deal. They're actually bigger on Instagram, which makes sense to me. I think Instagram is the best place for displaying aesthetically pleasing content. So that's really cool. And then, of course, Facebook, they're also on here, but this is by far their smallest platform. But nevertheless, they still need it. Now, let's see if they're actually running any Facebook ads. They are. So actually, they're running a lot of Facebook ads. That is quite surprising. So what I'm guessing they're doing then is driving a lot of Facebook ad traffic, but then retargeting people or just running additional traffic through YouTube and Twitter. But this is actually how I found them. I was browsing Instagram, and on my stories, I saw this exact ad right here, and I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. So it really made me want to explore the site deeper and make a video about it. Actually, no, this was it. This literally was the video that captivated me. It was so simple, but it just looked so unique, and it was eye-catching. It literally made me stop scrolling and go to the site because it's so interesting. They're just testing a lot of different creatives, but this is, I guess, the name of the game. You never know what's gonna intrigue somebody, so you might as well test a lot of different types of ads. Like something like this is, for example, it's not being targeted towards somebody that likes NFTs. This is more like for a family, right? So yeah, I don't know. This stuff is pretty cool to me. Hopefully this isn't boring to you. I really love getting ideas. My biggest passion is learning new things and just like finding new ideas. It's always fun to explore new ideas. And yeah, that's basically it for this brand. I hope you thought it was cool. I think it's really cool. And whether you are looking to start your business or you're just looking for ideas or whatever reason you have for watching these case study videos that I make, I just really appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to share not only my knowledge, but to also share what I'm learning in real time. I think that's the beauty of YouTube and technology. I mean, the way my channel works is not really about me making like a masterpiece video. I just literally want to share as much content as I can to reach as many people as possible while I continue to learn and have fun. So I'm sorry this video got a little bit long. I don't like when that happens, but nevertheless, I had a lot of fun. This was super interesting. I hope that you enjoyed it and learned something. If you did, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you as a part of our community. And with that said, make sure you check out the links in the description as always, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you in my next video. Peace.